Hi, this is Ruxandra, co-founder of Pabele, and I'm here for our 11th session of the Investment Readiness Program regarding the elevator pitch. First of all, you should be aware that there is a difference between the elevator pitch, so a 30 seconds pitch, and the pitch deck presentation. So we will cover the next one in the last session of the Investment Readiness Program next week. Right now, we are talking about the elevator pitch. So as you can see in the image, it is called like this because it is very short, 30 seconds. Usually in the elevator pitch, you talk about the problem you're solving, the solution, how you make your life better for your clients and your beneficiaries, and what makes you unique. So it's all things that we have been discussing until now. Why do we create a special session on the elevator pitch? Well, of course, because there are many common pitfalls on how to do this elevator pitch, because it's very important that you have a strong pitch, because this is your first impression that you're giving to the others. And we can show you some tips and tricks and give you some ideas on how to grab the attention and what's needed, and some additional advice on how to continuously improve your pitch. So we have been talking about the common pitfalls. First one is that it's too long and it starts to become boring because people get lost. The other pitfall is that it's too technical, and this is very important because in your startup, maybe you are a specialist on what you're realizing and you use jargon that maybe an investor or another person that is in your audience doesn't understand. So keep it short and simple. And lastly, you need to have a call to action. So now that we have talked about the common pitfalls, let's look at the opposite. How does a good pitch look like? What's the secret sauce of a strong pitch? It is concise. It shows your product uniqueness. It excites, enthusiasts your listener. It shows your confidence. It creates opportunities, and it will be remembered. Now that we know that, how do we do it? To be concise, here you have to work on exactly what I have been saying from the beginning. Make one sentence, if possible, where you can show what problem you're solving and the solution, the customers, and what makes you unique. If you are able to create one phrase with that, that's already great. And then talking about excites and enthusiasts, you have to be enthusiastic yourself. Your body language needs to show that you are into this fully. Now let's talk about ways of grabbing the attention of your audience. It is very important to start in a strong way. How can you do that? You can ask a question, so the listener is going to think and become active himself. Make a metaphor. This is very useful, or a comparison. It helps the audience understand better what you're talking about. Tell a story, talking about storytelling, or make a joke. All these elements make the audience grab the attention. And then finish with a call to action. Finish strong as well. And this call to action needs to be adapted in function of the person you're talking to. It's not the same call to action if you're talking to a potential client or if you're talking to a potential investor. Use an active language in the call to action. So, for example, we want you to invest. Okay, and be very specific. When, where, and how. Finally, I was talking about the continuous improvement of your pitch. You need to practice your pitch continuously. You practice, you record it, you watch the recording, you edit the recording, You practice again, you grab some friends that can be playing the role of your audience, client or investor, and then you grab their feedback, and then you practice again and again and again until it gets better and better, and it will be never enough. Even now, after being 10 years an entrepreneur at Babele, we are still improving our pitch. Finally, you do your research. Because if you meet, for example, an investor, it would be great if you have researched him before to know the portfolio that he has in his investment portfolio, and you know the companies he's investing in. That would make it also easier for you to know and to have an active discussion with the investor and show him also the interest. It's very important to be prepared and think about all the questions that investor could ask you and have them prepared so you don't waste time and you seem professional and confident in your work. That being said, I'm looking forward to see your assignments in the platform. Have a great one.